Well, Ashanti Moore has not yet.
Champs winner in the 100, converted from multi-events, high speed.
Shericka Wallace represents MVP in lane 2.
One of 3 ladies from MVP in this final. She ran in lane 8 in the heats, lane 8 in the semis, and is now in lane 2 in the finals. 11:39 to get here.
Elaine Thompson-Hira in 3.
Double Olympic champion, double Commonwealth champion, 10.54 in 2001. A fabulous sprinter. Is she in top shape? Warm welcome for her. Fitting.
Natasha Morrison in 4.
Has a spectacular personal best of 10.87 set in 2021. Ran 11 seconds flat in her heats. Ran 11.14 to win her semis over Elaine Thompson-Hira, Natasha Morrison.
The second MVP athlete. Here's the third one in lane 5, Shericka Jackson.
World champion at 200 meters. Bronze in the 100 in 2021. Silver last year in Eugene. Shericka Jackson at 10.
Sasha Lee Forbes now has a nice, pretty sub-11 time. She ran 10.98 on the 21st of May this year. She represents Sprint Tech. She's the 3rd fastest Jamaican this year.
And representing Nike, Alana Reid in lane 7.
New pro, champs record holder, now at 10.92. Ran 11.17 in Japan last week. Alana Reid, formerly of Heidel, now professional.
Representing Titans Track Club. This is Brianna Williams. She runs on the outside in lane 8.
Brianna Williams used to train with Atta Boland. She's now come home to Jamaica, trains with Michael Freighter and Greg Little. 10.94 her PB. She has run 11.04 twice this year, close to her best again. Viewers, you need to know this time. 10.71 is the fastest time run in the world so far this year.
Ashanti Moore, Adidas lane 1. Shericka Wallace, MVP lane 2. Elaine Thompson-Hira, New Era lane 3. Natasha Morrison, MVP lane 4. Shericka Jackson, MVP lane 5. Sasha Lee Forbes, Sprint Tech Track Club lane 6. Alana Reid, Nike lane 7. And Brianna Williams, Titans Track Club in lane 8. That is Mrs. Thompson-Hira on your screen.
The entire National Stadium is standing.
Tension has gripped the National Stadium. Women's 100-meter final. What are we about to see? We'll know in a matter of just over 10 seconds after the race gets underway. Sterling lineup. And the slide push in the set position. Off they go. Very, very good start by Shericka Jackson. Natasha Morrison is on the premises. Thompson-Hira is knocking on the door as well. Step forward, Shericka Jackson imperiously. And she steps away in great national champion. Big performance on the big occasion. We wait for the official time.
10.65!
10.65! Wow, what a performance! New world leading, new personal best. A stunning, superlative, and scorching display of sprinting. That was magical. Goodness gracious me. Sasha Lee Forbes, second in 10.96. New personal best. Natasha Morrison finishes 3rd. What a race. What a moment.
It's wind legal, viewers. You want to know. Positive 1.0 seconds. Shericka Jackson skyrockets up in the world all-time list. Has now gone into the 10.6 region. Amazing as she hugs her mother there after the race. Shericka Jackson. Plenty drama behind that, Hubert Lawrence. Sasha Lee Forbes says, I'm going to run the 100 meters at the World Championships. That is, before we started, Spencer, the last word to the viewers. Remember, 10.71. That was the fastest time in the world. Natasha Morrison off well, but Shericka Jackson already leading as she comes out of her drive phase, stepping, pulling away every single step of the way she goes, and she wins it. We see Natasha Morrison in the pink shoes. She also gets up there to get on the team. At this stage, we're now watching the clock. Shericka Jackson, she knew she was going to deliver something special, running through the line, trying to lean, trying to maintain her momentum.
As you can see, women's 100 meters about to get underway. Some familiar faces. One of them the local girl. Local as well. Born in these parts. Ayla Del Ponte. Some stiff opposition today. More so than the lady in lane 4, just inside her. Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce, 34 years of age, born in Kingston, 3-time Olympic champion, 9-time world champion, 4-time Diamond League winner.
Corsia 7 dalla Germania, Alexandra Burkhardt.
Jasinska is out in lane 8. Alexander Burghardt of Germany in lane 7. Another Jamaican lady goes in lane 6, Natasha Morrison. Now listen to the cheer.
Corsia 5. Quinta ai Giochi Olimpici di Tokyo, quarta alla 4%, che spinge nel record svizzero il 10,90, Ayla Del Ponte!
You can hear understandably popular in these parts. And here she is, the legend herself.
Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce.
Oh, equally big cheer for her. Nice to hear.
Another
Swiss goes in lane 3. Mujinga Kambunji.
Mujinga Kambunji!
Red hair will tell you. So in lane 2 we have Michelle Lee Aya from Trinidad and Tobago. The third Swiss in this race. He was in lane 1. Leone Pointe. Their favourite, obviously. Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce, but what can Ayla Del Ponte and Natasha Morrison do to threaten that status? Big record belonging to the great Marlinotti, 10.95. Set way back in 1996. The world lead, Elaine Thompson-Herah, 10.54. And a clean starts. She's going well in lane 3, Kambunji, but now she starts to accelerate and she's moving away. Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce, 10.78. She crushes the meet record. Fantastic run and a fantastic time. And she beats a fellow Jamaican great, Marlinotti's meet record that stood at 10.95. Absolutely obliterated. And Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce, fantastic start from Mujinga Kambunji in lane 3. She holds on. Breaking 11 seconds, Kambunji to take second ahead of Ayla Del Ponte. Will be slightly disappointed in her performance. National record holder, Del Ponte, 10.90. Kambunji.
The women's 100 meters has always been the ultimate test of pure speed, and few athletes embody its evolution better than Shericka Jackson and Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce. Their standout performances, separated by generation but united by excellence, reveal not only two different sprinting styles, but also two different eras of Jamaican dominance. Shericka Jackson's 10.65-second run stands as one of the most explosive 100m performances in modern history. What made this race extraordinary was not just the time, but the manner in which it was achieved. Jackson combined an elite start with a devastating drive phase, gradually but decisively separating herself from a world-class field that included Olympic champions and seasoned finalists. Her acceleration was smooth rather than violent, and once upright, her control and relaxation allowed her speed to build relentlessly. This performance confirmed her transition from a 200m specialist into a fully complete sprinter, capable of delivering world-leading results over the shortest distance. More importantly, it symbolized resilience, a comeback statement after injuries and setbacks that once threatened to stall her momentum. In contrast, Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce's iconic 10.78 at the age of 34 represents longevity at a level almost unheard of in sprinting. Her race was a masterclass in explosive power. From the gun, Fraser-Pryce's trademark start immediately placed her in command, applying pressure so early that the race was effectively decided within the first 30 meters. While others tried to build, she was already gone. Breaking a meet record that had stood since 1996, she demonstrated that age is irrelevant when paired with discipline, precision, and unmatched competitive instinct. Her performance was not about reinvention, but refinement, the peak expression of a style perfected over more than a decade. Comparing the two performances highlights a fascinating contrast. Jackson represents the modern sprinter, versatile, adaptive, and devastating in the latter half of the race. Fraser-Pryce embodies the classic archetype, explosive, fearless, and dominant from the first step. One overwhelms through sustained velocity, the other through instant supremacy. Yet both share the same defining trait, absolute authority on the track. Together, these races underline why Jamaica remains the global epicenter of women's sprinting. Fraser-Pryce laid the foundation with years of historic dominance, redefining what longevity looks like in elite sprinting. Jackson is now expanding that legacy, pushing the event into new performance territory. Their achievements are not isolated moments. They are chapters of a continuous story of excellence, resilience, and generational brilliance. In different ways, both runs stand among the most insane women's 100-meter performances ever witnessed, not just for their times, but for what they represent in the history of the sport.